Paul, just how would you describe the emotion of the ceremony, and what's it like to get number 1,000 under your belt?
Yeah, it was emotional. I think I got watery eyed. I knew I would when whenever my parents kind of praise me, whether it's through a text message or, because my parents are like me, they always have a lot of praise, and then like when I think we all keep our emotions in check a little bit. So I think, at any time they're proud, it kind of makes me feel special, makes me feel good. It's cool to see good buddies. Yeah, just happy. I think more than anything that my kids got to be there, and my wife. I think my daughter was super pumped up. I think the first question she asked my wife was if she could go to the family room during the game to hang out with the kids. And I was like, things are a little different here this year, but yeah, for the Jets to be able to pull it off, and my wife and the kids sacrificed. They didn't go to daycare or Montessori school for 10 days. They've been hunkered down, super paranoid that, just because they wanted to make this night special. They've been tested multiple times and they never complained. So more than anything, I'm happy it's over with and they got to be part of it.
We'll go next to Murat Atesh from The Athletic. Go ahead, Murat.
Thanks, Gregor. Yeah, congratulations on the accomplishment now that it's in the books, Paul. To this extent, now that the game is done, you've got the win, you have the emotional ceremony. What do you suspect you're going to be taking away from it memories-wise?
I don't know. I think it's always nice to hear compliments. I mean, compliments are always nice. Let's be honest. Everyone, everyone likes it. Part of me, I don't like the limelight. I'm happy it's over with because I don't like. I like to fly under the radar. I think my wife and I are both similar like that. But you hear very nice words, complimentary words from people you look up to, people that are your mentors, people that you played with, that you respect their game, your peers. I think that means a lot to me. And all those messages are always nice. I got my phone was blowing up today, so it just it's cool to see the people like keeping tabs on you. I think more than anything, it's kind of the way I was raised, where I think I've said it before. It's you try to be a good person. You try to be a good hockey player first and foremost. Or you try to be a good hockey player first and foremost. You want to be a good person, good teammate. Have good character, good values, good morals, and that's something both my parents kind of bestowed upon me, and my in-laws bestowed upon my wife, and so that's always kind of been our thing. And I think when you see the kind of the reaching out and the outpouring of love and support from all these people that whether I went to grade school with or college with or cross paths in juniors or college or professional or international, that's pretty cool. And it's unique. Obviously, it doesn't happen too often. So, I think we're proud of this milestone and happy it's over with, and probably more excited that we won, because it's gonna be a night to remember. I think if we would have lost 5-0 and everyone would have been still grumpy in there, but I think everyone's in a good mood. I think we know where we're sitting now, and it's always nice to win on a special night like this.
We'll go next to Jeff Hamilton from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Paul. Blake had mentioned Paul Maurice's pregame speech, and it seemed to be based on a question of kind of about you. I'm curious how much of kind of the respect that they have for you played into that speech, if anything, and if not, then just the overall, play from your teammates who seemed to embrace you at the end there and follow through with that celebration into what was a pretty solid 60 minutes.
Yeah, I've always spoke high volumes of Paul as a coach. But the one thing that you guys don't see is he's got these these Winston Churchill speeches, and I don't even know how he thinks of them. It's just like we've won 5 in a row. I'm like, oh, what's he gonna say? He knows exactly what to say. We lost 5 in a row. Guys are down. He knows exactly what to say. So he always does a good job of kind of like intertwining, something special, my 1,000th game, with the way we're trying to build our game, with the way we're playing, and he always kind of takes a step back away from hockey and has a different perspective on it. So a guy being in the league long enough, being around different coaches, being around a bunch of leaders, you've seen a lot of different ones, and everyone has different tactics. Everyone does different things different ways, but you could tell he's very thoughtful. He takes his time. He knows how impactful his speeches are and how impactful his words are, and they mean a lot. And I don't take that for granted. I always tell the guys that are young to, to appreciate it, because one day they're going to have a coach that is not like him. And there's a lot of coaches in this league. They all coach differently, right? And some are just X's and O's, some are motivators, some are, guys that have that military approach where they just want you to work hard, and they're really hard on you. And Paul's done a good job of kind of blending everything in. And that's something I really noticed when I came here 3 years ago. And I noticed now, and he's really evolved, as a person, as a coach. And the way he talks about us, the way the relationship, it's almost kind of, it's like a father-son, like a mentor relationship where, you can always look up to him and look for him for guidance. And he does, to me, he has a lot of impactful speeches, stuff that I'll remember always, that, when you're younger, you probably wouldn't pay attention to it. As you're older, you realize, how important some of these things are that he's talking about.
And final question to Tim Campbell from NHL.com. Go ahead, Tim.
Hey, Paul, congratulations on the 1,000th game. Let me get you to look forward. What are the challenges, the biggest challenges the Edmonton Oilers are going to present you guys?
Their power play, their top two guns, McDavid and Draisaitl. Just finding ways to. It's nice knowing who we're going to play. I think it's finding ways to try to minimize their chances off the rush. I think they're going to make plays. They're going to score goals. They're going to score points. But for us, it's how do we adjust our game to make us successful? I don't think we don't want to change our game to stop them only. I think, that's a priority, but we also got to find a way to score goals against these guys and find their weaknesses. And I think their coaches will do a good job of kind of coming up with a game plan, and for us to kind of trust that game plan and go from it. I think, we don't expect games to be 1-0. But when you play, superstars like this, they're game changers. It's a good challenge. It's, we're up for it. I think, there's probably no pressure on us. So we just got to go in there with low pressure, but just play the game and enjoy it and embrace the challenge. I think anytime you play against those guys, it raises your game, but at the same time, we got some pretty good players on our team too. And we got some guys coming back soon that are healthy that should be back for playoffs, whether it's early in playoffs or during the playoffs, so that's important. But at the same time, I think I like what we have in our room. I think we complement each other when we play the right game. And I think it's about sticking with that. And I think sometimes we get frustrated, might get away from it. But, some of the last games, we actually haven't been playing that bad. But, things weren't going our way today. We got probably some more bounces. But there's things in games that we like and that we know that are advantageous to us. And we just got to stick with that. Be patient, knowing that it's going to be, a tough series, but it's going to be fun.